Hi everyone, welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. Please do well to subscribe, like, share, and leave me a comment. Please leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. It will encourage me to do more. I shared a video, I'll link it up here and in the description about my life with two and the two, even though I'm well over that phase right now, but I just feel I should talk about it, share my experience as usual to help anyone going through that phase. So if you're transitioning from one to two or two to three or more, I'm sure you'll find these tips helpful. Honestly, some of my friends have asked me, how are you doing it? Like taking care of your children, two on the two, and your career, your life alone. When I mean alone, it's just my husband and I. So it's like I don't know how I'm doing it, but God is helping me. But yeah, I just feel I should share some of the tips that were helpful or that are helping me really. First things first, if you're in that phase, if you've just discovered you're pregnant for the second time, third time, congratulations. Don't worry, you're fine. Others have done it and survived. A perfect example is right before your eyes. We did it and we survived. So yes, you can and you will eventually survive. You will have to survive. You can do it. That's just basically what I'm saying. So don't freak out. You can do all things. First tip I have here, this is not something to scare you, is to find what makes you happy. I'm not saying this to make you scared, right? But let's not get it twisted. Life with two on the two or three on the three can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. Yes. So get to know what makes you happy. If you have like a song collections, if it's a Bible verse, if it's whatever it is that makes you happy, that you know you can fall back on whenever you feel overwhelmed, just find it. Like right now, is it when you dance? Is it what makes you happy generally? Just find it out. When you discover that even when life become overwhelming during this time, you can always fall back and make yourself happy. For myself, I shared in my last video that during during the period I was trying to find out people that have done it, I stumbled on someone who spoke about getting a Bible verse that helped her. And every day she was reciting that verse and she felt like she was being strengthened. And so I also went in that same line. I used her Bible verse. I'll put it on screen, First Chronicles 16:11. And I added my own Isaiah 33, verse 1, and the book of Psalm. Like so many scriptures that spoke about strength and how that God is our strength. So I was like reciting these scriptures every day, especially the Isaiah 33, verse 1. I was saying, God, be my strength every morning. That's what the scripture says. Be my strength every morning. Like every morning I had to wake up and take care of these children, take care of myself, be my strength, because I know on my own I couldn't do it, right? So yeah, find whatever it is that you know you can always fall back on that will strengthen you in this season. Yeah, because I know you can do all things and I know God is on your side, but let's not lie, it's not easy. Like it's not going to be your life as usual. This is you transitioning from having a child to two or three. So it's going to be quite different. The second tip is to bulk cook, like bulk cooking. I don't know how realistic this is for you. So some of the tips I'm going to be sharing here, I'm also going to be considerate. So when I'm talking about bulk cooking, it's just about cooking food in bulk, like cooking large quantity of food that can last you for weeks or months. So before you have your baby, like before you go into labor and delivery for your second or third baby, I'm sure you have like time in your hands. Just try and cook before labor. I think that was the advice I got then, like different type of meals before you go into labor, so that that first week of postpartum of your life with a newborn and older children, you're not struggling. And also after having your baby, if you have like friends or family or your spouse to look after your newborn and your other children, you can use that time to just cook in bulk. A tip that really helped me here is buying ready-made things. I know. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And we're not going to judge you. I know for now, ready-made, some people might say, oh, it's not quite healthy, but I'm talking about things like grated ginger, grated garlic. If you love to put like garlic or ginger in your food, there are some that are already prepped, so you can get those minced ginger, minced garlic. That's just anything that will help you manage your time effectively. And if you're going to cook maybe tomorrow, you can use today to like do all your meal prep. Yes, meal prep is another part of it. Use like a day to meal prep, cut all your vegetables or your onions, or be time consuming. Like to just meal prep, have that time of meal prepping. Tip is outsourcing. I know women love to be in control, and I'm not saying you should lose control, but if you can for this phase, and like I'll always say, this is just a phase, right? It is just a phase, it will pass definitely, and you'll go back to being in control. But for now, outsource. There is no award for being a strong for being the strongest woman. I'm sorry if I'm being judgmental right now, but yeah, if you can outsource cooking, outsource cleaning. Yes, if you can get people to cook for you and you pay them, if you can get people to clean your house, and I know we want to be in control. Like I love when I clean my space myself. I love when I make my meals myself, but don't be a super. In this phase, you have a lot already going on with you, so you don't want to stress yourself, right? Just anything. I remember when I had even my first baby, it was just like one. I had one baby. Trust me, for like I think the first few days of postpartum, I was buying food. I was buying food, cooked meals. I was buying cooked meals because I was not ready to kill myself, right? So yeah, you've got a lot going on with you, but at the same time, you have to eat well so that you can breastfeed if you're breastfeeding. So yeah, outsource if you can. Please give yourself peace. You need it. Next tip will be for you to get appliances. Get appliances, get gadgets, get utensils, just whatever it is that can reduce stress. Get air fryers. Air fryers are just pop in and go. Get pressure pots, slow cookers. Get automatic vacuum cleaners. I've seen those ones that you just sit and they'll do the work. Just get anything that can reduce stress. Rice cooker, just anything that will reduce stress, take stress off you. Get jars. I've seen like different jars for easy access, like those ones that you just like store your rice, your whatever, your grains and all, and it will just like dispense them. And also get hangers and bags. I've seen like people hang like a kind of bag where they put like different things for easy access. You can even have like a trolley, a small trolley that you can carry around you. Maybe if you're breastfeeding and you need to take something, you can just have like a trolley around you or very close to you. You can check online, you can just browse things that can make handy things you can have at home to make life easier for you and reduce all manners of stress and every other time consuming activities. I've seen like vegetable choppers where you don't have to like chop your vegetable from scratch. You can just put and just, I'm sure you know even know more than I do. So my next tip is for you to ask and receive help. Even the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. Ask for help, even from your spouse, like from anyone close to you, your friends, your family. Trust me, they might be there, but they might not know what to do or how to help you. So speak out, ask. And if anyone wants to give you any form of help, render any form of help, accept. Ask for help from your friends. Please, could you take my toddler out while I nap or something? Just, can you help clean my house while I, just anything. This phase, just don't ignore men. Don't ignore the gift of men in your life. That's what I'm saying. I know we have to be careful. I don't know how your relationship is. Wait, but all I'm saying is ask and receive him. I remember a friend was saying that I was not taught how to breastfeed. Nobody cared. The thing is, even if people have been in your shoes, right? Like I have two children, but I don't know if she doesn't know how to breastfeed. I don't know if you get my point. Like sometimes you might not know how to help people, and it might not be like intentionally. You might just be out of a sincere heart. Like I thought she knew how to breastfeed. I wouldn't have known that she wasn't taught, because for myself, I was taught in the hospital. I wouldn't have known if she was taught. So ask. Don't assume that people will know you need help. Ask and receive it. My next tip is to involve your toddler or older children. If you've got toddler or older children, involve them. Even if you're not doing it perfectly or the way you want, just involve them with diaper change, with sending them around to help you get stuff, with feeding the baby, just anything, even no matter how little it is, just make sure you're involving your older children around the house. Just ensure they help you as much as they can, even if you have to like still do it over them. But yeah, let them be involved in tasks around the house. My next tip is routine. Routine. I know so many people talk about this routine thing. My advice would be to continue with your routine with your toddler, or just build your routine generally around your life, around just whatever works for you, or just build your routine. The reason I'm saying this is your toddler or your older children might already have a routine, but now you have a newborn, and maybe you want your toddler to wake up at the same time, but with newborn, they like feed around the clock and cry around the clock, right? But yeah, just build your routine, whatever works for you and whatever suits you. I would not tell you what to do, but you know how to build a routine that works for you and your children. My next tip is compromises. Compromises. I think someone mentioned this to me, and I feel it is very important. You have to compromise. That sometimes your house is going to look like a tornado just took place in your home. So your house isn't going to be always clean. This was something someone told me, and at a point I had to give up. Like, okay, I know my house isn't going to be always clean, and I know it isn't going to be like this always. My children will grow up, and sometimes they will help clean, or they would help clean the house. So yeah, And even if someone visits you, they should know that with 2 on the 2, 3 on the 3, your house shouldn't be sparkling, right? But if you can, why not? And if you've still got everything under control and you can still have like a sparkling space, why not? But all I'm saying is if you're struggling, cut down on some things. Like if you can limit your cleaning 3 times a day to like maybe once at night when your kids have gone to bed. But yeah, in all these things I'm saying, whatever works for you. I know people can do all these things together, but all I'm saying is if you need help and if you need like time and if you need your mental health and you need to like prioritize yourself, because like I said, it's a phase and you need to soak it up. Like the newborn phase will pass, your children will grow up. So yeah, if you just need it, these tips are for you. But if you can handle it, why not? Final tip is develop tough skin. Develop tough skin. And I'm going to say it in like two ways. The first one is towards your children. Both of your children are going to cry at the same time, or if you have more, they're going to cry at the same time. And if you don't have it all together, you just break down and start crying. Trust me. I remember one of my friends came to my house, my eldest was crying and all that, my youngest was crying. And I was just there coordinated. And she looked at me, I was like, how are you discoordinated? And she is scared on my behalf, like she's disturbed on my behalf. I'm like, I don't know how I do it, but it's just how I've like trained myself. Like I'm going to attend to my children. I love them, they know. But if you're crying over me, this one is crying, this one is crying. I'm going to take turn to finish with one before coming to the next. Why like still consoling two of them? But I'm not going to go crazy. I don't know if you know what I mean. Because they need me, but I need myself, I need my mental health. So you need to like develop tough skin in taking turns to attend to your children. This is not me saying to be mean to your children or I don't know how else to say it, but I'm just saying that you need you to attend to your children. So it will be best like you have yourself under control so you don't break down when your children break down, or you don't break down and while they need you, or you don't just break down and start crying and leaving your children. I know what I'm saying. If you've been there and you have this experience, please put it in the comment. And this was not something that came easy for me. There was a time this one would cry, my toddler had spilled things everywhere, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, all I'm saying is you can go past it. Because that, oh, you've spilled, you're crying. I'm coming, I would attend to you. Calm down. It will soon be your turn. Wait, and if you know what I mean, you will know. But if you don't, when you get there, you will understand. The second part of the developing top skin is against like for people. Some people will try to project their idea of perfect motherhood into you. Some people are going to blame you, side comments. Oh, why didn't you take contraceptive? Why didn't you? People are going to judge you. Develop tough skin. They can only talk. People can only talk. Yeah, just be you and take responsibility for yourself and for your decision. This is your life, right? Especially if you're legally married. This is your life. It is your home. It is your children. And nobody knows your children like you. Nobody loves them like you do, you and your spouse. And nobody cares about your children like you do. So don't let anybody tell you what. I'm not saying don't listen to people, but I'm saying like in the negative, don't let people project fear into you. Don't, and in all right, I hope you know that with the increase in children, it just shows how much blessed you are. So don't let anyone tell you like judge you like why didn't you use contraceptive and all that. Yeah, you're married, right? Still have like a lot of videos coming up on this topic and much more. So look out for this channel. And before I leave, I would just like to say that you're not alone. If you find any of this tip useful, you can, of course, incorporate it into your life and your family. And I wish you all the best. You're going to do this and you come out strong. So yeah, be encouraged. It's beautiful. Children are a gift. They are a blessing. They are not an accident. It might be a surprise to you, but no children is a surprise or an accident. So yeah, you are blessed. And to have 2 under 2, 3 under 3, you're blessed. You're fruitful. You're fertile. Don't forget this side of it, that it shows you're fertile, you're blessed, you're privileged. So yeah, don't take that for granted. And I wish you all the best until I come your way again, or until you see me in another video. Have a blessed life with 2 under 2, 3 under 3 or more. See you next time and bye.